Forget cottage cheese. This food builds muscle and kills sarcopenia faster. Imagine you're in your 50s or 60s, and each year your body loses some of the muscle strength you once took for granted. In the US, many doctors recommend eating cottage cheese every day, while in India, many people opt for paneer or curd in the hope of keeping their muscles strong. But the truth is, modern science, including studies from Harvard Medical School, shows that relying on these foods alone isn't enough to stave off muscle loss or sarcopenia. It's not just the amount of protein, but also the speed at which it's absorbed and the nutrients it provides. In today's journey, we'll explore 7 delicious, nutrient-dense foods that can build muscle faster and more effectively than cottage cheese. These options are familiar to both Americans and Indians, easy to buy, easy to cook, and most importantly, they'll actually help you get stronger again. Before we dive in, I want to ask you, are you in the US or India? And what do you eat to keep your muscles strong? Share your experiences in the comments section so we can learn from each other. When most people in America think about protein for seniors, cottage cheese often comes to mind. For decades, doctors, dietitians, and fitness magazines have recommended it as a convenient source of protein. At the same time, in India, the equivalent has often been paneer or curd, foods that families believe will strengthen bones and muscles. On the surface, these choices seem wise, but when we look deeper through the lens of modern nutrition science, a different picture emerges. Cottage cheese provides about 25 grams of protein per cup. That sounds impressive at first, but nearly all of it is casein protein. Casein digests slowly, which is useful at night when the body recovers during sleep. During the day, however, when your muscles need rapid amino acids to stop breakdown after gardening, walking, or climbing stairs, cottage cheese simply sits heavy in the stomach. It drips protein too slowly, leaving your muscles waiting for support. The real challenge is not just the type of protein, but what is missing. Cottage cheese lacks creatine, the compound that helps muscle fibers generate quick bursts of power. It contains almost no omega-3 fatty acids, which Harvard Medical School researchers note are critical for lowering inflammation and improving muscle sensitivity to protein. Vitamin B12 is minimal, even though older adults often struggle with B12 deficiency that affects nerve and muscle coordination. Another missing piece is carnosine, which buffers acid in the muscles and helps you stay active longer. Without these nutrients, cottage cheese is just protein floating in a watery base, not the full package the body requires. Then comes the sodium problem. Many brands of cottage cheese pack around 800 milligrams of salt per cup. While sodium is necessary for muscle contractions, this level is excessive for seniors who already face blood pressure concerns. Extra sodium leads to water retention, swelling in the ankles, and a bloated feeling rather than lightness and energy. Taste and texture add another layer to the issue. Seniors in Texas often admit that they buy cottage cheese with good intentions but struggle to finish the container. In Mumbai or Delhi, families who try paneer daily sometimes face the same challenge of monotony and heaviness. The result is the same in both cultures. The food sits in the fridge until it spoils. A health routine that feels like punishment rarely lasts. Science has also moved forward. According to studies published in journals from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic, maintaining muscle after 50 requires not only protein but also speed of absorption, omega-3s, micronutrients, and compounds that activate muscle protein synthesis. By these standards, cottage cheese is average at best. And when you are losing 1% of your muscle mass every single year after 50, average is not enough. You need extraordinary support, not mediocrity. This is why it is time to look beyond cottage cheese and paneer as the default answers. Both may remain small parts of a balanced diet, but they cannot be the cornerstone for muscle preservation. In the next section, we will explore alternatives that are not only richer in protein, but also come with the essential nutrients that aging bodies desperately need. If cottage cheese is only a mediocre option, the natural question is simple. What foods can actually rebuild muscle after 50? Across both America and India, many powerful options are easily available, affordable, and most importantly, enjoyable to eat. They are not strange supplements or expensive powders. They are real foods that people have consumed for generations, but often overlook. Let us walk through 7 of them, each bringing something unique to the table. Canned mackerel, protein and omega-3. Powerhouse. Let us start with a food that might surprise many people. Canned mackerel. In the United States, you will usually find it next to canned tuna. In coastal India, fresh mackerel is already part of traditional meals, especially in Kerala and Goa. Modern canned versions, however, are convenient, flavorful, and loaded with nutrition. One can, about 4 ounces, provides 42 grams of protein. That is almost double the protein in a cup of cottage cheese. And unlike slow casein, the protein from mackerel is quickly absorbed, reaching muscles when they need it most. But protein is just the beginning. Mackerel delivers around 4,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids per can. Researchers at the University of Aberdeen showed that omega-3s do more than reduce inflammation. They make muscles more sensitive to protein, which means you build twice as much muscle from the same meal. For seniors in both Dallas and Delhi, that is game-changing. The vitamin D content is equally impressive. One can covers more than 100% of daily needs in the natural D3 form. Vitamin D deficiency is widespread among seniors in America and India, leading to weakness, falls, and poor balance. Adding mackerel is like turning the lights back on for your muscles. Edamame, plant protein with hormonal support. Next, consider edamame, the tender green soybeans often served in Japanese restaurants. In the US, you can buy frozen bags at Walmart or Costco. In India, you can find them at large urban supermarkets or online delivery platforms. 1 cup of shelled edamame offers 37 grams of complete protein, covering all essential amino acids. This alone makes it stronger than cottage cheese. But edamame goes further. It contains isoflavones, natural compounds shown in multiple studies to reduce inflammation and support hormonal balance. For women after menopause and men with declining testosterone, these plant compounds help preserve muscle mass. Fiber is another strength. Each cup holds about 8 grams, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that are now recognized as important for muscle health. Cottage cheese, in comparison, has no fiber at all. Edamame is also rich in folate, magnesium, and potassium, nutrients many seniors lack. Folate supports cell building, magnesium prevents cramps, and potassium improves muscle contractions. Whether lightly salted in an American living room or added to a curry in Mumbai, edamame is both convenient and powerful. Venison, lean, high-quality animal protein. For those who enjoy meat, venison, or deer meat is among the finest options. In rural America, hunters have long known its strength. Today, farm-raised venison is available in many supermarkets. In India, where deer meat is not common, goat or mutton can play a similar role, though the nutrient profile is slightly different. A 3-ounce serving of venison gives 31 grams of protein, more than cottage cheese in half the size. It is 97% bioavailable, meaning your body can use nearly all of it. Venison is naturally rich in heme iron, which carries oxygen in the blood, as well as zinc, which supports hormone balance and protein synthesis. It also contains carnosine, a compound that buffers acid during activity, reducing the burn in your muscles and allowing you to stay active longer. Unlike beef from feedlots, venison also provides meaningful amounts of omega-3s because deer graze on plants. Add B vitamins and phosphorus, and you have one of the cleanest and most efficient proteins available. Octopus, the secret of taurine and minerals. At first, octopus may sound exotic, yet in coastal regions of both America and India, seafood is common. Today you can buy frozen, pre-cleaned octopus that cooks quickly and stores for months. 4 ounces deliver 35 grams of lean, complete protein. But what sets octopus apart is taurine. This amino-like compound improves muscle contractility, reduces oxidative stress, and protects against age-related muscle loss. Japanese researchers have found taurine intake can reduce sarcopenia by up to 40%. Octopus is also rich in potassium, providing about 900 milligrams per serving, more than 3 bananas. Seniors who often feel weak or cramp at night are usually low in potassium. It also contains iron paired with copper and B12, a trio that ensures oxygen delivery to muscles. Selenium, another mineral present in high amounts, supports thyroid health, which controls metabolism. When prepared correctly, octopus is tender and mildly sweet. A drizzle of olive oil and lemon transforms it into a dish that feels luxurious yet practical for muscle health. Turkey gizzards, joint and muscle support. Together now, let us shift to something humble yet powerful. Turkey gizzards. In America, they are often discarded during Thanksgiving. But 1 cup of cooked gizzards offers 44 grams of highly bioavailable protein. In India, chicken gizzards are widely used in curries and have a similar benefit. Gizzards are unique because they combine protein with connective tissue nutrients. They contain collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin, the same compounds people pay for in joint supplements. Instead of swallowing pills, you get joint and muscle support together in one food. Iron content is high, about 6 milligrams per serving, and vitamin C within the tissue helps the body absorb that iron. They also deliver B12 and folate, essential for turning dietary protein into actual muscle tissue. Slowly cooked with herbs, spices, or Indian masala, gizzards become tender and flavorful, far more interesting than bland cottage cheese. Hemp protein. Concentrate. Plant power with perfect balance. For those who prefer plant sources, hemp protein concentrate is an emerging star. Not the common hemp powder, but the concentrated form now available in health stores across the U.S. and increasingly in India through online platforms. It provides 70 grams of protein per 100 grams. 3 tablespoons give about 30 grams of complete protein. Hemp includes all 20 amino acids, not just the 9 essential ones. Arginine boosts nitric oxide, improving blood flow, while glutamine prevents muscle breakdown during stress. The omega fatty acid ratio is nearly perfect, 3:1, reducing inflammation while promoting recovery. Hemp is also easy on digestion. Unlike dairy proteins that cause gas or bloating, hemp supports gut health with natural fiber. Magnesium levels are exceptional, nearly half of daily needs per serving, along with iron, zinc, and phosphorus. In many ways, hemp protein is like a multivitamin wrapped inside a protein source. Its nutty flavor mixes well with oatmeal, smoothies, or even Indian dal soups, making it versatile and pleasant. Bison, ancient strength for modern bodies. Finally, we come to bison, the animal that once roamed the American plains in massive herds. Today, bison is raised on grass, not in feedlots, making it lean, clean, and environmentally friendly. A 4-ounce portion supplies 35 grams of protein with only 3 grams of fat. It is richer in flavor than chicken, but leaner than beef. What makes bison stand out is conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which helps preserve lean muscle while reducing fat. Studies suggest CLA supplementation helps older adults maintain muscle during weight loss, but bison provides it naturally. Bison is also high in creatine, the compound that fuels short bursts of muscular power. As we age, creatine levels drop, leaving us weaker. Bison replenishes these stores naturally. Add in heme iron, selenium, zinc, and B vitamins, and you have a food that supports both energy and resilience. For Indian readers who cannot access bison due to cultural or regional reasons, goat or lamb can serve as a closer alternative. While not identical, they still provide strong protein and micronutrients when sourced well. These 7 foods, mackerel, edamame, venison, octopus, turkey gizzards, hemp protein, and bison, are not exotic luxuries. They are practical, affordable, and widely available in both the West and Asia. Together, they form a toolkit that not only replaces cottage cheese, but dramatically outperforms it. When we look closely at these 7 foods, it becomes clear that their power does not lie only in individual nutrients. What truly matters is the way they work together to create an environment where muscles can actually rebuild and thrive, even as we grow older. This is the point where modern nutrition science meets traditional wisdom from both America and India. First, let us talk about protein quality and absorption speed. After the age of 50, the body needs rapid amino acid delivery. The slow trickle of casein in cottage cheese simply cannot keep up with the constant breakdown of muscle tissue. Mackerel, venison, octopus, and bison all deliver fast-acting proteins that flood the bloodstream with the amino acids your muscles are waiting for. Even plant options like hemp protein and edamame provide leucine, the key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. Harvard researchers emphasize that seniors must aim for at least 3 grams of leucine per meal. Each of these foods naturally meets or exceeds that target, while cottage cheese falls short. Second, these foods supply cofactors that protein alone cannot provide. Omega-3 fatty acids from mackerel reduce inflammation and increase sensitivity to protein. Creatine from bison restores short-burst energy for climbing stairs or lifting grocery bags. Taurine from octopus improves muscle contractility, while carnosine from venison buffers acid so you can keep moving longer. These compounds are rarely found in dairy, yet they are essential for maintaining independence after 60. Third, we must consider vitamins and minerals. The B12 content in mackerel, gizzards, and venison supports nerve function. Without healthy nerves, muscles cannot contract properly, no matter how much protein you eat. Folate in edamame, magnesium in hemp protein, selenium in octopus, and zinc in venison all play distinct roles in turning protein into functioning muscle tissue. These nutrients also support memory, balance, and energy, issues that concern seniors in both Boston and Bangalore. Another shared strength is anti-inflammatory action. Chronic inflammation accelerates muscle loss, weakens joints, and leaves the body tired. Omega-3s, CLA from bison, plant fibers from edamame, and antioxidants from seafood all fight inflammation naturally. In contrast, dairy proteins can be inflammatory for many individuals, particularly those with lactose intolerance, which is very common among Indian populations. Cost and convenience cannot be ignored. Cottage cheese often costs more per gram of usable protein compared to mackerel, turkey gizzards, or edamame. Seniors on fixed incomes in America appreciate savings at the grocery store, just as families in India value affordable sources of nourishment. Most of these foods are easy to prepare. Open a can, steam frozen beans, or slow-cook gizzards on a Sunday to last through the week. Practicality ensures long-term consistency. Taste variety is another hidden advantage. Eating the same bland food day after day becomes discouraging. These 7 options offer flavors ranging from rich venison to mild edamame, spicy curried gizzards to lemon-drizzled octopus. In America, they fit easily into salads, wraps, or soups. In India, they can be blended into curries, dals, or spiced snacks. Enjoyment is crucial because nutrition that tastes good is nutrition you will actually follow. Finally, there is the psychological benefit. Choosing foods that actively support strength and independence gives seniors a sense of control. Instead of watching muscles fade away, each meal becomes an opportunity to grow stronger. That feeling of empowerment is just as valuable as the nutrients themselves. When you step back, you can see the shared pattern. These foods deliver rapid protein, essential cofactors, rich micronutrients, anti-inflammatory power, affordability, convenience, and enjoyable flavors. Together they form a lifestyle approach rather than a temporary diet. And this approach can be adopted whether you live in Texas or Tamil Nadu. Morning is the perfect time to give your muscles the fuel they need to start the day strong. Instead of settling for a heavy bowl of cottage cheese or plain curd, you can add hemp protein concentrate to a warm bowl of oatmeal or to a smoothie blended with banana and almond milk. In India, many families begin the day with chai. Adding a spoonful of hemp protein into a spiced masala chai smoothie brings both comfort and strength. This small change alone can provide 30 grams of high-quality protein, along with magnesium and omega-3s that reduce morning stiffness. After light activity, whether it is gardening in a backyard in Texas or a morning walk through the streets of Mumbai, muscles are especially hungry for quick protein. This is the time when mackerel, bison, or octopus make the greatest difference. A simple can of mackerel served with whole grain crackers in America, or mixed with steamed rice in coastal India, delivers rapid amino acids and omega-3s exactly when your muscles need them. These fast-acting proteins prevent muscle breakdown and begin the rebuilding process within minutes. At midday, convenience matters most. Seniors often want something light, easy, and quick. A bowl of edamame, lightly salted and steamed, becomes a powerful lunch in New York. In Delhi, those same soybeans can be added into a curry or tossed into a vegetable stir-fry. Another option is preparing turkey gizzards ahead of time. Slow cook them on a Sunday with herbs in the American style, or simmer them with spices for an Indian curry. Throughout the week, you can add a portion to your lunch for a rich supply of protein, iron, collagen, and B vitamins. Dinner is the moment to bring out heavier foods that provide overnight recovery. A grilled venison steak in Minnesota or a goat curry in Kerala offers not only lean protein but also carnosine, zinc, and iron to support oxygen delivery and stamina. Bison burgers cooked medium rare make an excellent evening choice for Americans, while in India, a lamb stew can play a similar role. Pairing these proteins with vegetables rich in fiber and antioxidants further enhances recovery, reduces inflammation, and promotes better sleep. Snacks in between meals should not be forgotten. Many seniors in both countries reach for biscuits, fried snacks, or sweets, Replacing them with roasted edamame, hemp protein bars, or even a small serving of leftover gizzards keeps energy steady without unnecessary sugar. In America, seniors often enjoy avocado toast. Topping it with mashed mackerel or slices of bison transforms a simple snack into a muscle-building powerhouse. In India, adding edamame to bel puri or roasted hemp seeds into laddu creates traditional flavors with modern strength. The beauty of these options is their flexibility. They do not demand a radical lifestyle change. Instead, they invite you to swap 1 or 2 meals each day with something more powerful. Over time, these swaps add up to stronger muscles, improved balance, and more independence. Every meal becomes a choice between maintaining decline or reversing it. By rotating through these foods, you avoid boredom and give your body a full spectrum of nutrients. The pattern is simple but effective. Start the morning with hemp protein for a clean foundation. Refuel after activity with rapid proteins from mackerel, octopus, or bison. Keep lunches light, but nutrient-rich with edamame or turkey gizzards. End the day with venison, goat, or bison for sustained recovery. Sprinkle in smart snacks, and you have a rhythm that works across cultures and time zones. As you can see, applying these foods in daily life is not complicated. It is about small, intentional steps that respect both American routines and Indian traditions. Before you rush to the market and fill your basket with all these foods, it is important to pause and consider a few warnings. Not every body responds in the same way, and what helps one person thrive could cause discomfort or even harm to another. Listening to your body and consulting with your doctor are just as important as choosing the right food. One of the first concerns is kidney health. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess protein. If you have been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, or if your doctor has already asked you to limit protein, you must be careful. Suddenly doubling or tripling your protein intake can place strain on your system. In such cases, medical guidance is non-negotiable. Another area to watch is blood-thinning medication. Foods rich in omega-3s, like mackerel, can interact with drugs prescribed to prevent clots. For most people, the benefits of omega-3s far outweigh the risks. But if you are on anticoagulants, speak with your healthcare provider before adding several cans of fish each week. Similarly, those with a history of gout need to be mindful of red meats like venison and bison, since purines in those foods can raise uric acid levels and trigger painful flare-ups. Digestion is another practical matter. Edamame and hemp protein are wonderful sources of plant power. Yet for some people they can cause bloating or gas if eaten in large amounts. Introducing them slowly, in half portions at first, allows your gut to adjust. With octopus or turkey gizzards, the issue is safety and preparation. Both need to be cooked thoroughly to avoid bacteria or parasites. In America, frozen pre-cleaned octopus is usually safe. In India, fresh gizzards must be washed and cooked carefully with proper heat. Quality also varies greatly. A can of mackerel packed in olive oil is not the same as a low-grade version heavy with salt and preservatives. Turkey gizzards from a clean farm are healthier than those from birds raised with antibiotics. In India, street markets may sell cheaper cuts of meat, but not all are handled hygienically. In America, processed versions with too much sodium or artificial flavors defeat the purpose of healthy eating. Choosing trusted sources is as important as the nutrients themselves. Finally, remember that seniors often live with multiple conditions at the same time. High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and thyroid problems can all influence how your body handles certain foods. Harvard Medical School emphasizes that protein intake for older adults must be tailored to individual health profiles. That means your neighbor may thrive on venison, while your body feels better with hemp protein or edamame. Personalization is key. Warnings are not meant to scare you. They are meant to protect you, so that you gain the maximum benefit from these powerful foods without unnecessary setbacks. Think of it as learning the rules of the road before driving a new car. Once you know them, the journey becomes smoother, safer, and far more enjoyable. With these cautions in mind, we can now turn to the bigger picture. What matters most is not fear, but balance. We have traveled a long way together, from exposing the limits of cottage cheese to discovering 7 foods that truly strengthen aging muscles. The message is simple but powerful. Protein alone is not enough. Your body after 50 needs fast absorption, supporting nutrients and compounds like omega-3s, creatine, taurine, and carnosine. These are the keys that unlock real muscle growth, better balance, and the confidence to remain independent. Cottage cheese is not the villain. It can stay as a small part of your diet if you enjoy it. But relying on it as the main defense against muscle loss is like using a dull knife in the kitchen. It gets the job halfway done, but it leaves you struggling. Mackerel, edamame, venison, octopus, turkey gizzards, hemp protein, and bison are the sharp tools that make the work efficient and complete. Whether you live in Chicago or Chennai, these foods are accessible, affordable, and adaptable to your traditions. Now, the choice rests with you. Every meal is an opportunity. You can keep walking the familiar path of mediocrity, or you can step into a future of energy and strength. Try adding just 3 of these foods this week. Notice how your body feels after 30 days. Share your experience with family and friends. Encourage them to join you on this journey. I invite you to leave a comment below. Tell me which food you are most curious to try, and let me know where you are watching from. Your story may inspire someone else. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe for more weekly guidance, and share it with someone who deserves a stronger, healthier tomorrow.